All right, welcome everyone. And you may have noticed the intro was a little messed up at the start. I changed my resolutions and everything around, and I forgot to fix that one. I was like, what is going on here? What's happening? I don't know. And I almost started with my miners. And anyway, it doesn't matter. It is a Saturday. What's going on, everyone? Rabid here, the Rabid Mining channels. And, be sure to hit that follow, thumbs up button, subscribe button, depending where you are. And yeah, let's spin that intro. Hopefully I hit the right button here. Oh, I added an extra button. Okay, here we go. Try this one. And that one is messed up also. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Give me a second here. I gotta try to fix it so it's good. Here. Still not quite. Oh, gotta move it over. Okay, cancel it. Good enough. Is this one messed up too? Oh man, that thing's tiny. Oh, everything's messed up, guys. So sorry. Hold on. Adjusting some stuff here. There we go. All right, we're good. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Anyway, what's going on? How's everyone doing? Stingy? I'm so sorry. I don't have anything for you today. Very sorry. I did not go to the town yet. I don't usually go to town for a couple weeks on end. That way I get a whole bunch of stuff and I don't have to go back to where, there's people. I usually stay away from people as much as possible. So I have not made it to town yet. So sorry. I don't have anything to show you. I was looking for stuff, but I didn't know what would really stand out Canadian-wise for you. But I'm trying to find something, and I'll make sure to get you some bacon to look at when I do head to town. So very sorry in advance. Also, what do we got here? Kia Enigma Adventures. I have not put them on yet. I did print out 10 stands, so I have 10, or not 10 stands. I printed out 20 stands, so I have 10 sets for 10 rigs. I haven't put them on yet. I ordered a bunch of bolts and everything for standoffs, a standoff kit. So I have a whole bunch of like a 400 piece set here. It just showed up actually the other day. So I got that. I can probably test them out on my 3950X rigs. As we know, I am testing for a week on 6 or actually 8 of my other rigs are doing tests. So I can't really throw everything on right now until those are actually done. That way I can shut those rigs off. So I have not tried them out yet, but I'm really excited to actually get them on and see how they come into play. Show them bag milk. I don't have any bag milk. I don't deal with bag milk here. We get the big 4 liter, 3.25%, 3.25%. The nice creamy milk. And actually, we just ran out of milk last night, so I can't even show them that. Oh my gosh. Chakway, what's going on? Are we going to keep playing the intro for the whole stream? Yes, we are actually. Here we go. Let's just spin it one more time. I'm just kidding. I'm shutting it off. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's do our quick roll call here. Scrolling back up. All right. K-Spec 2001. What's going on? Rud Putts, King Mining, Romero Marquez, Mano Miner, Weldopedia. And no, I am not at, I don't know what's going on. It's so weird. Everyone's saying I'm at these, the stuff going on in Ontario with all the truckers and everything. I'm not there. I don't understand. I had a comment. I don't know if that was you, Weldopedia, but yeah, someone mentioned in one of the videos, you're spotted on camera. You're on global news as being at the convoy. I'm like, I'm not there. I'm at home. And then when I went to town last, which was, I guess, a week and a half ago or so. So I went to the pet store to get some bird food for the birds. And someone asked me, they said, I thought you were in Ontario. And I was like, what? For what? And they're like, at the convoy. I'm like, no, I'm not there. I don't know what's going on. What is happening with... that's multiple times people think I'm over there. I have no idea what's happening. Someone, tell me what's going on because I have no idea. Anyway, moving forward, we got Gregory, Funwiser, what's happening? Dave Collins, Ogre MGTOW, Patrick A, what is going on? Yes, Raptorium is on the way down, but so is every other crypto out there, so it doesn't matter. Hang in there. Mike Baldwin, World of Tanks Theater. Hey, what's going on, World of Tanks Theater? Yes, I haven't played World of Tanks for a few days either. It's been a really slow week for me. I apologize for all you guys. I didn't do much streaming this week. I didn't even release that many videos this week either because the Olympics is on. I'm just cheering on Team Canada. Go Team Red. Maple Leaf all the way. Drink up that maple syrup and win some events. That's what I've been doing. Cheering on Team Canada, catching the Olympics, relaxing a bit. What do we got? Patrick A. We got K-Spec, Dennis Makovich, Tenacious D. No excuse. Raheem, what's happening? 4EMH, Red Llama Crypto, what's going on? Happy birthday to your 1-year-old. Nice. That's pretty sweet. Should be a fun day for you guys today. Tech Man, what's happening? Scrolling down. What do we got here? Of course, Stingy. Stingy's here. Stingy's always here. And I apologize in advance yet again. Chris GTR. And what do we got? Mike Baldwin, Rud Putz, TSL Projects. Okay, BDDE. Magic Lucky, what's happening? B Dennis. Oh, just jumped. Where am I? V3DR3RC. Crypto Baltus, what's going on? Philip Kwan. Lecter Mods, and okay. Yeah. Bunch of people. DJ Mines, what's going on? What's happening, everybody? Mike Baldwin. Okay, hopefully I'm caught up on everyone. Enough with all the name reading. I'm sorry. Oh, I gotta go to the other platform here. And nobody's saying hi over there, but there are a couple viewers. So you guys, be sure to check me out on the other platform as well. I did drop that tweet showing the platforms I do stream on. Anyway, I always thought the red cap whole milk in USA anyways was 4%. I'm not a dairy farmer though. What do I know? Actually, you know what? That got confusing. I don't know why we're talking about milk, but you know what? It's a Rabid Mining stream and we talk about whatever we want to talk about because that's what we do and we have fun with it, right? Right. Anyway, they changed all the colors on me one day. It was a few months back. I'm used to, everything's color coded. I like the extra creamy type of milk, the 3.25%. And then they changed the colors and I didn't even look at the label. I'm just used to grabbing the color, right? Usually sometimes I check the expiry date. This time I didn't. But yeah, I grabbed it. I put it in there. I got back and they swapped the colors around. It was only like 1%. It was like a skim milk. I was like, this is disgusting. Why do you do this? So then now I have to go over. Now I got the new color codes down. But yeah, sometimes they just do that to you and it messes you up. So, I guess point of the whole story is, always look before you just grab. Things change. Is the other platform that one? Yes, that is the other platform. I'm just not allowed to mention names, outright because, the two kind of conflict with each other. So yeah, I just can't do that. Wish you can give me the midweek CPU mining results for your 7 days mining test. Well, Chancoin, if you were a channel member yesterday, actually, all you guys out there, hit that fancy join button to become a member of the channel. But yesterday I did release my results halfway through my mining test. So I did a quick short there. I posted it to members only chat as well as member only videos. And all you guys out there that are members of the channels have an idea of what's going on, what pool is winning, what coins are winning and whatnot. The numbers were released halfway through. So if you guys want to leak the numbers, I guess you can, but I highly advise you don't leak the numbers. That's inside information for you guys. But yeah, all members of the channel did get the chance and they saw, my halfway results of how that test is going so far. Rapid milking. Is Flux still a viable option? I believe so. I believe Flux is still a good go-to type of coin. It's still too early to tell. A whole market is down right now. But Flux has been making, the largest strides in terms of doing what it's doing since it's been released. So it's been going, fairly strong. But you know what? Let's look into what's actually we're talking about here. Now, the main topic of this, actually, it's not the main topic. It's just one of the topics. I just randomly named streams. But Best Buy, as you guys heard, and I do believe this only follows bestbuy.com. So in the United States, because on the Canadian website, it is still saying it's going to update soon with the availability of in-store GPUs. So unlike the USA, which I guess you guys broke out in a whole bunch of fights all the time, you guys weren't nice to each other, where here, we hang out, we talk, we share maple syrup with each other, and everyone gets along. We can hide in our truck for a while, warm up on those cold days, go back out there, and people save our seats. That's what it's like here at our Best Buy drops. And, we stand in line, everything's good, and it sounds like we're still keeping that type of platform, at least according to the website, because it says it's going to be updated soon for the latest times and dates and stores availability coming up here. So it's been saying that for a couple weeks now, so I don't really know what's going on. But they did drop their paywall, I guess, for people to buy their GPUs. They had an online drop the other day, and you have to pay $200, so $199 in order to get access to purchasing these GPUs. They said it was to limit the use of bots. And as soon as I seen that and heard that, the first thing I said right away, and a few people on Reddit were talking about it as well, saying, this should help, stuff like that. And I said, no, it's not going to help. It's not going to help anybody except for those people. People, majority of the people out there, you know, they want to get a GPU, they want to get an MSRP. Adding that extra $200 isn't going to help because that's another extra $200. Now, if you're coming in on the business standpoint, the scalper standpoint, and the bot standpoint, people that are paying for these, you know, very fast, expensive new bots to keep everything running, they don't care about the extra $200 that they have to pay. Like, they don't care. You know, they're going to add multiple accounts, more single accounts, whatever, extra $200 per GPU. That is still way cheaper than third-party type of websites and used market in general than buying GPUs. So that is still a great big discount to all these people that use the bots. So moving forward to this article, it pretty much confirmed exactly what I was trying to tell people when it happened a couple days ago. So right here, $199 total tech paywall helps scalper. I got to adjust my screen here. I always forget. There we go. Helps a scalper snag 20 plus GPUs from Best Buy. So this guy said it actually helped him out, and it was for the exact same reason I told you. Best Buy's controversial decision to sell NVIDIA cards behind a $199 membership paywall yesterday seems to have helped some scalpers snag dozens of GPUs. And they didn't just buy it normally. Their bots bought it. They paid for this thing, and they literally used their bots, and it picked them all up. One scalper claims the paywall helped them nab 28 graphics cards from Best Buy, one of each available model. I bought almost $20,000 in GPUs today. The user known as Bipper claimed in a Discord chat room. So he went through all his purchase transactions and everything. The scalper exploited a catch with Best Buy's restock of NVIDIA's highly sought after RTX 3000 products. To buy them, interested customers had the first fork over $199 for an annual membership to Best Buy's Total Perks program. The decision, what I don't know what that is, PC builders everywhere when GPUs are already hard to find at a normal retail prices. In addition, Best Buy is the exclusive retailer for NVIDIA Founders Edition cards, which are the most affordable GPUs in the RTX 3000 series. With little choice, many consumers gave up trying to buy GPUs from Best Buy. However, the Total Tech paywall didn't deter scalpers. Bipper said it freed up inventory for their bot to purchase. There you go. His bot purchased these things for him. I think the fact that it was Total Tech did more help than anything else. It really limits the number of people that can go after the cards. Bipper later shared a screenshot of their bot successfully purchasing at least 20 GPUs from Best Buy for a value over $19,000. The GPU paywalling was so helpful that Bipper claims anyone could have manually bought the graphics cards from Best Buy without a bot so long as they had a Total Tech membership. But again, you're adding that extra money on there. People don't really want to pay the extra money for that, even though $200 at today's market, you know, based on GPUs is, you know, a decent price still. Myself, I wouldn't do it. If they would tack on extra $200, I wouldn't even get a GPU myself. And numbers we were looking at in the past, getting these GPUs, the Founders Editions, which are the cheapest GPUs you can get on the market today at MSRP, those are those Founders Editions. They're from Best Buy's. And with the current time frame moving forward with Ethereum, you're not going to be ROIing those cards anytime within probably 2 or 3 years, even at the point of purchasing it right now today and start mining on it. It's not going to ROI unless Ethereum does get extended, which it may be happening sometime in the future. Moving forward, there's nothing really else talking about. Really, he used his bot. He purchased this the pass for them, and his bot bought up massive GPUs. So what they did here absolutely didn't do anything. And a couple articles I seen before this article, when they first announced doing that paywall thing, they actually said that, oh, what was it now? I forget what they said. They said something about the fact where, you know, it's supposed to limit the bot use. It's going to help the bots. It's not going to deter anything. And some people actually who purchased the actual pass, they didn't even get a chance. It gave them a queue line to get a GPU, but people that actually purchased the pass to get a GPU didn't even get a GPU. So very interesting stuff that's going on there. $200 toward the purchase, though. I think I'm going to drop $200 in that. Whole bunch of things, but it is a yearly subscription. So if they do it again next month, all these guys are already got their subscription. So the second the bot, you know, drops, these bots are going to be going crazy. Other people may be able to get in there faster. So this is not an option. They're going to have to change stuff yet again. And will it work? I have no idea. But with the GPU market, it is slowly coming to a decline. Now, the used market where I am, it's not declining. It's not moving anywhere. I saw a few posts where they are stating GPU prices are moving down, but I don't see it anywhere near I am. I don't know if it's just, you know, a click thing or something, but yeah. I see there are 1660 Super TIs and some RX 6600 available. Canada Computer in store only. In store only? You can't. Oh, man. Canada Computers, they don't even have one in Alberta. I think the closest one is either BC or Ontario or something for me. So I'm not driving, you know, 18 hours to get to a Canada Computer store. That's insane. It's brutal for price. I know Canada, we're horrible. In Canada here, it's very, very bad. And another thing I'm kind of curious about, I'm first going to ask you guys know about the Ethereum Arrow Glacier update, right? I'm confused. This update happened December 9th. It was 2 months ago, but I don't know why these blog posters, they're posting about it right now. Same thing with Reddit. It's like they're talking about it like it just happened last night or something. Like it's exploding on Reddit. Oh, you guys know what the Glacier update is? The update went through, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, what's going on here? I look it up and like, that was 2 months ago. Why are you talking about it today? And really the update is nothing. It's the difficulty bomb extension, you know, but like I told you guys that follow the stream and everything, we went over this, and anytime anybody starts talking about the difficulty bomb or something like this, it's a standard thing they extend every single time until they are ready to move from proof of work to proof of stake. It's been happening since 2017. Normal thing, nothing new going on here. But yet, you know, here we are. No, it popped out again. This was from 15 hours ago. And what is the Ethereum Arrow Glacier update? Oh, 18 hours ago now. And on Reddit, it's all over the place on Reddit. People talking about it. And literally, all they did here is pretty much extend the difficulty bomb. And here in their big write-ups here, they always talk about Ethereum makes a crucial role in its move to proof of work, yada, yada, bunch of bull, whatever. And it's just the same thing going on. I'm not even going to go through this, but all it is an extension to the difficulty bomb, as much as all these blogs and people saying how it's, you know, we're one step closer. We're one step closer. This update went through. The difficulty bomb is on track for this date now. It's been happening since 2017. Anything to do with a difficulty bomb, just ignore it, guys. Ignore it. It's not going to go through until they're actually ready to implement the transition from proof of work to proof of stake. So just throw that out there for you guys. Difficulty bomb is too difficult. Yeah, I don't know. Crazy stuff going on there. Avoid Canada Computers. They screwed over people waiting in queue for 5 months. Really? I don't even know. I haven't ever purchased from them. I think I got a CPU or something from them. Now, a lot of you guys were talking about, let's see, let's just jump to this screen here. We're going to go over the Raptorium hash rate. Yes, the price is going down. Look, oh, I adjusted my things. Now you can actually see difficulties kind of on the side here. But look at the Raptorium difficulty. And this is another sign that I think Raptorium, as well, you know, not just myself, you know, thinking it's going to have a nice, you know, potential future 4 or 5 years from now or something moving on. But that people that are still mining, that even at these hash rates, like look at the price dropping down, but the difficulty, it's still maintaining. It's sitting around average. Obviously not when it was super high. This was when, you know, that massive attack happened from those data centers. That's where that peaked up to there. But we've been maintaining it ever since it went up to like 8 cents. It's been a nice steady hash rate. We've had the odd ups and downs, but nothing major, which indicates, you know, this is a strong network moving forward. People are not leaving the coin. So that's pretty good. But moving on, like let's take a look at something like Avian, for example. The hash rate has been falling quite a bit off this coin on GPUs as well as CPUs. Now you can take that two different ways. One, you can, that means the difficulty is coming down. You could be mining more coins per day and it may be bringing up that profitability. But also from a network and, you know, a believing of the future standpoint, if less people are mining it because they don't really believe in it or something, they're only mining it because, you know, it's profitable or something, you know, that could be showing right here, which means moving forward, there's not as much backup going into the future as there is on something like Raptorium. Let me know your comments. Do you guys think something like that is playing out? It's just me. Like, I don't know, but I've seen a steady decline on the hash rate, which, you know, like I said, difficulty drops, the profitability could come up. So, you know, that's a good thing. But, you know, value of the coin, you know, people actually believing in the project for it to actually explode in the future. You know, it looks like, you know, the hype and stuff is definitely dropping off of AVN. I was never one to be 100% in for AVN. I mine at the odd time. I do it during I'm testing. I'm doing it during this current test, but it looks like Raptorium is keeping up, its miners. A lot of people are staying on it and keeping it, strong. We still have that issue, obviously, with Flockpool being, way up there, but, people can mine wherever they want to mine, but it doesn't mean, even in Reddit, guys, I know say don't believe Reddit or nothing, but a lot of people believe that Raptorium is impossible to attack. It's not impossible. It can be done. It's just going to be a little more expensive. You got to attack it on 2 different angles, from the node side as well as the mining side, but it can be done. It's not, it's not 51% proof. It's possible. It can happen. So if you guys are on Flockpool, get off Flockpool. Try a different pool. There's more profitable pools out there, and you know what? Every time I've tested Flockpool, it's never been in first place. And I'll just give you guys a hint right now. It's not in first place right now during this test again. So that'll be like 3 or 4 tests I did, and it's never came up on top. The captcha is broken for joining Discord. Can I DM you something? I can explain the error after. Yeah, send me a DM, and you should be able to. Everyone can still DM me in Discord, even if it's not working for you. But yeah, let me know what's going on there if it's not working. Yeah, issue. I got to fix it somehow. We'll see what's going on. Maybe I got to change how you get into that after at some point. But yeah, Magic Lucky, send me what your thoughts are on what's happening there. Too bad the 3050 isn't worth it for the price, because I can get them. I have no idea. I haven't really looked into it. Like, when I look at the 3050, all I see is Ethereum hash rates, guys. And does anyone know how does it do on Ravencoin? How does it do on Ergo? How does it do on other coins? Is the 3050 horrible on everything, or is it just an Ethereum standpoint? So I'm not really sure how it works. Then you got the price to mega hash, all that other stuff. But, if it's decent on other coins other than Ethereum, remember, Ethereum is dying, guys. We're not going to be mining it forever. It's going to be gone. If it does good on Flux or, Ravencoin or something like that, or maybe a miner just needs some tweaking, it could be a good future card in terms of efficiency, it still may be worth it. But, just don't base everything off Ethereum. Ethereum is going to be gone moving forward. Did ETC traffic go up over the last few days? I feel like I suddenly was mining less over the last few days. Ethereum Classic? I'm not actually sure. Let's have a look. Ethereum Classic. I guess we'll go to mining pool stats. Adjust my screen yet again for this one. Oh no, that's a bad one. We'll go to this one. Mining pool stats. Ethereum class. Just blah blah blah. Can we see it in this? No, you can't really see in that one. All right. Ethereum Classic hash rate. Difficulty doesn't. No, not really. Difficulty went up slightly, but nothing. It was higher January 23rd than it is right now. So you're mining less coins per day. I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe a pool error or something. Internet error. I don't know. Price down, yes. Difficulty is maintaining fairly consistent by the looks of things. So I wouldn't say it has anything to do with a hash rate increase or anything. Oh, and another thing. Oh, I totally forgot what I was going to say now. It just popped in my head and then disappeared. 70 series is always best performance to watch to ratio. 70 series. Which one is that? The 1070s? I don't have a 1070 to test. Everyone's like, Flux 1070s, go, go, go. But I'd look at what to mine. Yeah, they look definitely cool. But it looks like there's some other GPUs that may be potentially better on Flux. And also, remember, we don't know which coin may end up prevailing in the future. So my honest recommendation right now, when looking after Ethereum, look for the GPUs that's the most well-rounded across all the coins, not just one coin. Like a 1070, they seem like they're pumping out Flux like amazing. But what if Flux doesn't do what, a lot of us hope it's going to do and something else comes on top? Or what if nothing doesn't come on top for at least like 8 years? Like what if it takes that long for another coin to actually grow to a decent level on top of, all the miners dropping off the network after that? But you need GPUs that are good on all the coins, not just 1 or 2 coins. Never mind, I'm in. I closed out the page and refreshed. I was trying to have me verify without some other username. Wasn't me. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Interesting. A lot of people are having issues with that. Maybe it's a mobile thing too. Make sure to do a desktop maybe on your initial setup. The minimum power limit is 100 watts is your minimum. So you can't drop TechMine, you can't drop the 3050 below 100 watts. That's absolutely insane. Okay, yeah, 3050 is horrible. Oh, let's jump the other one. We got Rub Putts over here. We got Fundwiser. What's going on, guys? What's happening? What's happening on this other platform? Talk to me. Talk to me. It seems that a lot of GPUs are in stock up here. They are? K-Spec, where are you? There's no GPUs in stock anywhere I am at all. The minimum K. Wooly Pulley just added Raptorium yesterday. Oh, are you serious? Oh, now I got to do more pool tests. I did not know that. Wooly Pulley. Okay, wait. Are they on mining pool stats? I didn't even notice it. Let's see here. Raptorium, mining, pool, stats, yada, yada. Just my screen. Is Wooly Pulley, did they get set up on here? Where are they at? Wooly Pulley. I don't see them on here yet, but I'm also blind half the time. So, oh, there they are. I found them. 20th place. They got 95.83 kilohash. So, obviously not the greatest. 0.9%. That's not too bad. It's a little on the high end, according to some of the others, which are sitting at 0.5, 0.5. But yeah, great. Wooly Pulley is a good pool, 100% for sure. If they smash out a block, obviously the miners on that pool, they're going to get a nice chunk of that reward with that small amount of hash rate. So that's a good thing. But it's nice to see, you know, some more pools. And I guess we'll look at this. I plan on picking this thing up here. I think it would greatly help me out and you guys potentially. So this is the 4K 60 Pro. It's a capture card if you guys are unaware. It's Elgato, just like my Stream Deck, so they'll mix with each other. And there may be other ones that are better or cheaper or something out there. This one's actually on sale right now, so I'm thinking about it. But, you know, usually when I do my motherboard stuff and whatever, I have to use my camera. I record my screen. So with a capture card, I can actually plug in my test bench or my rig or whatever into my workstation and then broadcast, you know, the motherboard and everything. And it'll give you that much, you know, it'll be a nice clear picture, unlike when I do it with my normal video camera or something when showing those videos. So I think this would help in terms of quality and stuff for that. Also on the gaming channel, I can plug my PlayStations and everything into this as well and stream through my workstation, you know, and have, you know, a much better streaming type of thing when I want to try different stuff. So I'm planning on looking at this thing. I'm thinking about it. And then all of a sudden Ethereum decided to, you know, crash and burn yet again. And I'm waiting for it to kind of go back up. Hopefully it does. I don't think we're at the bottom of this crypto bear run, guys. We're going to see the odd spike, but I don't think we've came close to the bottom of what's going to happen still. So is it going to come back up? Probably. Is it going to go back down? Probably a lot more. We'll see what happens though. I have no idea, but I'm looking into that 4K 60 Pro thing. I think it would greatly help out the channel. And I think it would definitely, you know, help out with doing those motherboards. I'll redo my motherboard videos for you guys when I do pick that thing up. That way, you know, it's a lot better quality. You'll be able to see things a lot better. So we'll see what happens there. Number 20. Oh, number 20, you passed it. Okay, that's when we were looking for Wooly. Gotcha. There's cheaper options out there, but it's up to you. We're getting a little pump now. Crypto Flan, what are you talking about? Getting pumped for what? What are you talking about? What's getting pumped? 4.94 kilohash Raptorium. The 5600G has 0 CPU temp and hiveos. Oh, really? It doesn't show a CPU temp? Interesting. I don't have any of the G ones, so I'm not really sure. Also, I mentioned it previous streams and whatnot, but I am trying. I got someone out there. He's helping me out. We're trying to, you know, work out some kinks and stuff, but we're trying to get a what to mine built on my website here, rabidmining.com. We're building a what to mine, but for CPU mining. So it's going to be, you know, you go to what to mine, you punch in your GPU, your hash rates, whatever. And we're going to be doing that type of operation, but for CPUs, because it's hard to find CPU information. You got to look up every coin individually. You got to do all sorts of things. You got to go to Mine Raptorium. You got to go to whatever. You got to go XMR calculator. So we're trying to put like a platform together on my website here. And it's going to be like the what to mine for CPU miners. So I think that's going to be greatly helpful. I have no idea how long it's going to take to actually fully get up and running. But we're in the initial tests. We're getting hash rates, seeing if, you know, it's pulling from the databases and everything good or not. But, you know, it's coming. Something I'm trying to do for you guys. So, yeah. Something I can do for myself, too, because it makes things a lot easier instead of jumping all over the place as well. RTM 0.003 cents when? I don't know. If it hits 0.003 cents again, I'd be throwing all my Ethereum into it, no matter how much Ethereum crashed, because I'd be getting a lot more RTM, that's for sure. Rabid, I got a new HD60s if you want to buy cheap. Kid never uses it because got rid of his 580 and got RTX. Oh, yeah. Oh, the HD60S. Maybe, possibly, depending on whatever you want to sell that thing for. Then, you know, that could be an option. It's not the PCI Express version with the 0 lag, but that one's actually still, I was looking at that one too. That's the external one, if I'm correct, right? The HD60. That's the 1080p, or is the 10? Is the S one, the Super, the S, whatever the newer one is, the S? Is that the 4K one also? I don't think it is. I'm not sure. I don't really need 4K precise, especially if it's a lot cheaper. 1080p is just fine. That's usually what I upload my videos in anyway. RTX 3050 F 14 megahash, ETC 1350, Raven 13 on what to mine. 13's not actually too bad, depending on the price of that. I'm gonna go to what to mine right now. They have the 3050 on what to mine right now. Is it out now? Haven't even checked out what to mine for a while. Let's look. Is the 3050 on here? I'm still not used to the way they did this. 3050 is not on here unless I'm blind. It just goes down to the 3060. They got the A5000. They got the A2. Oh, they got the A2000s on here now, so that's a bonus. Nice. What are they saying? What? Oh my god. Okay. So, oh, yeah, never mind. That's pretty close. The 3 just threw me off on a whack there. I thought it was way off, but it's only off by about 2-3 megahash. So 39. So yeah, 41, 42, 80 watts. I think I was doing about 75 watts. So yeah, it's pretty close for that. I'm curious. 100 at 80 watts. Okay, yeah, nice. That's another big thing, guys. When looking for GPUs, a lot of the AMDs, I'm going to pull out my 5700 XTs here sometime, test it on this, because there's a lot of people out there wondering what to do with AMD GPUs after Ethereum. Some people are thinking about selling them because they think they don't perform on other coins as well as NVIDIA. And I think that's true, but I'm not 100% sure because I haven't really tested all these other algorithms out on the 5700 XT, for example. So I'm going to be going through and doing more hash rate and power consumption tests here. Because, yeah, like right now you're looking at Ergo, 100 megahash for 130 watts right there. You know, it may look like something decent, but it's not. If you have a GPU and its hash rate is lower than the power it's using, that's a bad GPU in terms of Ergo. All the NVIDIA ones have a higher hash rate than the power that they use. Like we just saw the A2000 there for an example. 100 megahash, 80 watts. You know, let's look at a 3070, 3080. 190 megahash, still a lot closer in wattage, but 180 watts. Megahash is still above your wattage. 3080 Ti. That doesn't look too great, but you can probably have some tweaking. 3090, that one doesn't look too great either, but I believe it probably needs some tweaking. 240 seems a little high for that. Obviously, you got to do your own tweaking here, but I plan on testing pretty much, you know, all my GPUs all over again, getting hash rates on everything, because when we start looking at hash rates, all that ever pops up is Ethereum. So it's time to look into a lot of the coins, not just Ethereum. In my mind, in your guys' mind too, you should just start thinking. If you're looking for a GPU, what does it do on, you know, Raven? What does it do on this? Who cares what an Ethereum hash rate is? We're not going to be mining Ethereum for very much longer. Am I having any problems with Monero Ocean? No, I actually, just before the live stream, but that's why I was late, I did the latest numbers for the past 24 hours on my test. Monero Ocean seemed to work just fine for me. A2000 does 15 megahash on Raven. You know what? Let's go to my A2000 hash rates here. So let's go online. Excel here. Hopefully I don't accidentally click on, yeah, see right here, this is all the information for my CPU test, so it didn't come up by default. So 8,000 hash rates. What did I find for Ravencoin myself? Just this. Can you see through there? Yes, you can. Raven 15.8 megahash. So 15.88 megahash at 70 watts. Let me adjust this. So software power was 70 watts. At the wall, it was actually using 80 watts. So that is a 0.19 hash to watt ratio, which is, you know, pretty good actually for Ravencoin. And the core was at 200 with a 500 memory using T-Rex, and profits per day. That was based at the current time of January 5th. So obviously that's probably down now. But yeah, 15.88 megahash at 80 watts at the wall is what I was getting on Ravencoin there in that, whenever I did that A2000 hash rate video. It's here somewhere, hiding around somewhere. Justin Palmer, no problem. Omid Arbor 6900 XT. I want to know your idea. What? 6900 XT. I don't know, guys. Oh, I don't know, but I do have something also exciting to announce. That might be fairly cool. You know, it's talking about the new AMD CPUs that are coming out. Oh, they could be absolutely insane. But first, hopefully I have this set up right. I just have to throw a quick ad from a quick video sponsor. I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Crypto.com. Crypto.com is my go-to for actually using my crypto for real-life purchases. With the Crypto.com Visa debit card, it makes it easy to use my mined assets to pay for my power, purchase new GPUs, CPUs, motherboards, hard drives, as well as collect 8% cash back wherever Visa is accepted. If you would like to sell straight to your standard bank account, you can easily request an e-transfer, which usually shows up the following day. On top of all that, Crypto.com also offers trading, simplified DeFi, as well as staking to help you increase the revenue on your crypto assets. Join over 10 million plus users buying and selling 250 plus cryptocurrencies at true cost. By using my affiliate link in the description, you will be granted a $25 funding bonus. Or enter code RABID, RABID, at the sign up. And remember, crypto has its risks, just like everything else. Do your own research. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And that's actually what I was going to use to buy that capture card because it makes it so much easier. 100%. Anyway, AMD dropping new GPUs or CPUs. Who cares about the GPUs? Even though their GPUs look, you know, pretty awesome as well. You know, it's like they're going to have like 3 or 4 cores inside their GPUs moving forward. I believe actually Intel is taking the same thing out of those GPUs, and they're going to have multi-core GPUs as well. So very interesting moving forward what NVIDIA is going to do and how they're going to perform. Anyway, we're talking about the CPUs now. So the 7950X and the 7900X and stuff, allegedly they're going to have the same amount of, I guess, cores and stuff, but they're working on a potential 7950X. I don't know if they're going to adjust the 7900X to be the 16 core, and the 7950X could potentially, in the working, I don't know where I found that actual website, but there are in the background 24 core consumer grade CPUs in the works. So they're thinking it may be the new 7950X may potentially have up to 24 cores. Now, we're still waiting on numbers on the amount of L3 cache that is going to be needed and stuff, or how much they're actually putting in there. Because if you think about it, they have a 24 core. That is 48 threads in these CPUs. So if they actually drop that thing, I'm 100% for that, depending on the price. Because it's allegedly supposed to be a consumer grade, you know, it may just be slightly a couple $100 over than the current I guess 5950X type of time frame. But again, we don't really know how the pricing will be. We'll have to see how that works out. But you imagine a 24 core, 48 thread. We are going to need at least to fully maximize that thing out on RTM. It's going to need 96 megabytes of L3 cache. So if we see over 96 megabytes of L3 cache on these CPUs, I can't find any numbers on the L3 cache being released yet. But if the 5800X 3D or whatever they're calling that thing is any indicator of what they're going to be doing on this AM5 type of series CPUs, then we're going to have a massive amount of L3 cache on these things. And it could make Haven the most profitable coin out there. So I'm very pumped up to see what happens. So a nice number I'd like to see on a CPU like that. So 48 threads, let's just times that by 4. So if we have at least 192 megabytes of L3 cache on, say, that 24 core CPU, that can fully maximize it out on Haven, which would be, oh my gosh, I don't even know how profitable that'll be. That'll be absolutely amazing. Seriously, it's going to be crazy when it comes to Haven mining with these new CPUs if they implement the extra L3 cache that we're seeing across the 5800X 3D type of V-cache models that they're doing. When it comes to, let's just say, the standard 16 core 32 thread, we are going to need to fully maximize that on Haven. We're going to need 128 megabytes of L3 cache. So if we start seeing numbers released on L3 cache in this type of zone, these CPUs are going to be massive moving on into the future. They're going to become like, I don't even know what to do. Like, definitely they're going to be top-notch CPUs. Now, when it comes to like mining Ravencoin, or not Ravencoin, what's going on? Yeah, these CPUs are so powerful, they're going to be outperforming GPUs on Ravencoin. That's a lie, guys. Don't tell nobody that. It's not true. Misinformation, FUD. But yeah, AVN has a new wallet, I think. I haven't updated since they initially got the ones working from here, but I think AVN has a new wallet update. It fixes these sync issues, because mine takes forever too to initially start syncing. Takes forever, and then once it does start syncing, it takes, you know, another forever. But yeah, moving forward about these CPUs, I'm really stoked for them. I definitely cannot wait. But we'll see what happens. It depends on pricing. It depends on RAM, DDR5, DDR4. You know, if you're going to be able to mix. It sounds like the pins and everything are going to be the same on DDR4 and DDR5. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you heard something else, I'm just basing this off a rumor that the alleged 5800 XT or VCatch, whatever's coming out, is DDR4 as well as DDR5 common ground. Like it's interchangeable. It can run off both RAMs. So that means the motherboards that support that are still the X570s and stuff, which use the DDR4 slots. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to piece things together, and it just looks like the slots and stuff will be the same when it comes to DDR4 and DDR5. I don't know if that's 100% true. Maybe totally out to lunch, and that was just some article that doesn't know what they're talking about. We'll see what happens, though. But the future, the end of this year, at least the second half, is definitely looks, you know, pretty crazy, at least in terms for CPU mining. What else do we got at the end of this year? Potential 4000 series GPUs. I don't know. I don't think the market at the end of this year is going to be that big for GPUs. So availability maybe half decent. If we're going into the end of the, you know, if Ethereum hits right at the end, right when these GPUs drop, I think the scalpers initially will be picking these up saying, yeah, we got the new GPUs. Ethereum's still mineable. And then, like, you know, 2 weeks later, Ethereum's gone and the scalpers are holding the bag and they're going to lose a lot of money. You know, it's just going to happen. GPUs are going to influx this market. Prices on hardware, GPUs, everything is greatly going to decrease. And it's going to be a lot cheaper if you ever wanted to mine crypto. If you're new and you never mined it and you're on the fence about it, I would just wait. Wait till after Ethereum, see what's happening. The prices on hardware in general will definitely be decreasing at that point, because I really do expect a large amount of residential miners will be selling all their hardware. It's not going to be profitable for the everyday, normal, average residential miner, especially depending on your power price. If you're paying anything over probably 10 to 15 cents per kilowatt hour, you're probably going to be selling your rigs unless you're really heavy into it and you really believe in the coin. But if you're mining for profits, you're mining because you FOMO'd in or something, you're going to be selling your rigs. It's just going to be that simple. You should probably just start selling them right now. That's my honest opinion. But you know, you can wait for the future. Do your own research. Do what you got to do. I was wondering if you're going to stream on my birthday. Malcolm, Eastbag, when's your birthday? When's your birthday? And I'll let you know. I can try to stream for it. I try to stream, like, I try to do 3 during the week now. So I'm looking like obviously Saturdays and Sundays. And I want to go like Monday, Wednesday, Friday as well. But you know what? Maybe I'll just go 7 days a week. Who knows what happens? It's been a pretty slow week for me, like I said earlier. Because I have been watching the Olympics and everything. There's still another week or so left of the Olympics. Malcolm Eastbag, did you say when your birthday was? Today? Oh, yeah, I'm streaming right now. Your birthday's today? Okay, yeah, of course I'm streaming. So you're wondering if I was going to have a stream today. Gotcha. Yes, I'm streaming and it's your birthday. Nice, so we nailed that one. We will mine forever. Yes, we'll mine forever. That's for sure. We are 100% mining forever. I have you mixed up with someone else that Dave calls. Magic Lucky's mixing you up. Are you watching it on CBC or Sportsnet? I'm running back and forth. Usually I watch it on, what is it? It's not global. Yeah, it's CBC and Sports, TSN, I think. I go back and forth depending on the events because they both have it. So when there's a commercial, I just hit last channel and I go to the other station, watch it, and then whatever I was watching, I go back after a couple of minutes and constantly back and forth between the two, watching whatever events are happening. Pretty much watch them all except for, I don't really watch the curling part of it, but everything else I've pretty much been watching. So no, don't do that just for Ton. What? 6900 XT mines Ton coin at almost the same speed of RTX 3090 at half the price. What's your idea on Ton coin? Is it logical to buy 6900 XT instead of 3090 to mine Ton? I don't recommend buying the 3090 to mine anything. If that answers your question. The 3090 is one of the least efficient GPUs out there. Yeah, it gets 123 mega hash, but it uses, you know, a lot of power as well. No, when it comes down, like, I'm thinking about selling my 3090. I've been saying that for a while. I've been thinking trading it off for 23060s or 23070s or something like that. I don't know, but honest opinion, for what you can get two 3080 Founders Editions for cheaper than one 3090. That's 200 and some mega hash over 123 mega hash. You can get four 3060 Ti's or even 3070s for the same price as a single 3090, and you'll be saving on power, and you'll be, you know, like I said, what's that? What's 62 times 4? 62 times 4 on the mega hash Ethereum side. That's 248 mega hash with four 3070s using less power than a single 3090, and it's still cheaper. A 3090 is one of your worst investments when it comes to mining. My honest opinion. Sorry. I have one. Yes, I stood in line forever. I just wanted one for it so I can get everything. The only one I am missing right now currently out of the Founders Editions is the 3080, so I could run tests on that, but I'm not even recommending to myself to get a 3080. In honest opinion, when it comes to efficiency and crypto mining and future-proofing yourself, smaller is better. If you plan on mining long-term, A2000s. Long-term, potentially even the mining cards, what are they? The CMP90HX and stuff like that. If you really don't plan on selling, you want to mine crypto like myself, I don't plan on selling. I plan on mining crypto, checking it out, testing it, you know, making videos and everything. So I don't plan on selling anything, but I do plan to run efficient. I do plan to get decent hash rate cards and stuff. And moving forward, you know, workstation, A2000 GPUs, potentially 6600 XTs. But again, I don't have one to test, but people are saying after Ethereum, they're not that great on other coins. Again, I don't really know if that's true. I haven't looked at the numbers myself. I haven't tested myself, so I don't know. I definitely want to try to do that, but I can't find those GPUs or anything anywhere. But yeah, 3070s, 3060 Ti's, not too bad. A2000, stuff like this are definitely what you want to look at moving forward. And 3080s, 3090s, I would not waste any money on them at this current time frame right now, personally myself. What do we got? I'll trade you two 3070 Ti's for a 3090. No, not Ti's, not Ti's. They're actually LHR, moving future. You know what? Maybe two 3070 Ti's. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, what do we got here? Yo, Rabbit. Kryptonic, what's going on? Welcome. Oh, I got to check the other platform. What are you guys talking about here? Oh, you guys aren't talking. Talk, guys. Talk away. Okay, no one's talking over there. I'm snapping up cheap RX 480s to 590s, mining on the cheap. Yeah, those are definitely a better way to roll with. They're cheap, but they are not, you know, efficient GPUs, and they do put out a lot of heat, so you got to keep those things in mind. Better smash this sub button right here. Come on, guys, hit that thumbs up, like button, heart button, follow button, all that good stuff. 61 likes, 139 viewers. Come on, guys, smash that like button ASAP right now. Move it. I don't see it going up yet. What's happening? There we go. I see a few jumps, a couple, 3. Keep going. Crypto commercial on Super Bowl and some BTC giveaways. Yeah, I know. Crypto's getting huge, guys. Massive. It's awesome. Don't you think? One day, you know, crypto's going to be the mainstream thing. Right now, it's not the mainstream thing. And I'm probably not even allowed to talk about why that's a thing. So, sorry. EVGA RTX 2070 Super KO here. TU 104 GPU. Nice. I used to have a 2060 KO. I love that card. The only issue I had with the 2060 KO, though, is it was like BIOS limited or something. You couldn't set your power limit down past, I don't know what it was, 70 or 75%. I don't know. I couldn't get past that point. It was limited in the BIOS and the software and everything, and it wouldn't let me. Maybe there's a way to unlock it. I don't know. But that's the only issue I had with, at least with the 2060 KO. I did later sell that GPU, and I picked up a 3060 Ti straight across for that because GPU prices were crazy. So I think I won on that deal, but again, we'll see. Hey, do I need to add lower RabidMining? Do I need to add lower to the riser cable of the card is getting power in the middle of a build right now? Making statements. I'm not sure what you're trying to ask me there. Do I need to add lower to the riser cable of the card is getting power in the middle of a build right now. I don't know what you mean by lower of the power. Do you have to power your riser in the middle of the build? Yes, but other than that, I'm not sure what you're saying. What do you think about RTM's price that went down so much? That's fine. All of crypto is going down lots. Everything is down quite a bit. I have no issues with Raptorium, you know, dropping like this. It actually hasn't dropped down too much, really, thinking about it. You know, we're still at decent prices on most of the cryptos. I think everything still has a chance of going down a lot more than what it currently is. And when things are down, remember, bear runs, crypto winters, all these types of timelines are honestly 100% your best timeline to either get into crypto, purchase crypto, or whatever, because we're at the lows and then the future is only going to be in the highs. So keep that in mind. Looking forward, these are the best times to get into stuff because of the prices being down so much. It's going to have a few spikes again, but I don't think we're really at the bottom. I think it's still going to keep coming down for a little while longer. If you look in past history, things of around March or April when we truly hit, you know, the lows of each type of cycle. You can argue the fact that the cycles are different or the cycles don't exist anymore, but you know, everything's still looking exactly the same as it previously was. So I still think the cycles are partly in there. ROI never use the highs and lows to your advantage. Yeah, for sure. The white holders for your motherboards in the videos, are they something you 3D printed or did you buy them somewhere? I 3D printed them off a free file from Thingiverse for those motherboard stands, but I don't know if Kia Enigma Adventures is still in here or not. He designed, I kind of showed you guys a Thingiverse file before, but he designed me some new ones. And you know what? Let's have a look at them. I'll show you guys right now. I'm going to hook up my camera and show you the new brackets and stands I will be using on my CPU mining rigs. All right, I grabbed some. I just got to get my camera hooked up for you guys and show you what I got going on here. Give me a couple seconds while I hook this operation up. Feel free to, you know, slam them super chats, guys. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Calm down. Threadripper fun. Threadripper fun. So I've been contacting companies. Oh, you want to hear something? I tried calling AMD the other day. AMD Canada. I said, yeah, I'm trying to reach marketing or sales or whatever. And they're like, yeah, no problem. Okay. Puts me through. Then I got disconnected as soon as the guy said hello. Second time I call back, I said the same thing and I had someone else answer the phone. Like, sorry, do you have his phone number? Like, no. Like, sorry, we can't do that. Company policy. You have to have someone's phone number in advance. So we can connect you to them. They reach out to you. You can't reach out to us, yada, yada, yada. So I'm like, what? First person. So I was going to call back again after that guy, but I didn't. So that's as far as I got on AMD so far. But I want a Threadripper, but I did see Threadrippers. There's one, a 3970X for only like $2,700 right now. Only, that's pretty expensive. But compared to like 3,600 and 3,800 of what they had been, another store does have them in Canada now that I found, and it's 2,600. They only have like 4 or 5 left. So I'm like, oh, should I do it? But then I need a motherboard and I need all this. So I'm trying to contact Gigabyte. I'm trying to contact all sorts of people. Say, hey, I want to test out a Threadripper. Can I use your motherboard? Yada, yada, yada. I'm just waiting for people to, you know, get back to me and see what happens. So yeah, anyway, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get stuff to showcase. I don't know if it's going to work out or not. Anyway, hooking up my camera here so I can show you these new standoff Ordelios. Video capture, no. Get rid of that. Plus this. Video capture device. Add. Yes. Okay. There we go. Okay. It's just a little tiny thing. There we go. Can you guys see that? Let me know. Make sure you guys can see this. So here are the new stands. So this one is the right one. And they have RM on them. I don't even know if you guys can see it because of... Come on, zoom in. Focus. Oh, you guys can't see that very good. So that kind of has an M on it right there. Oh, it won't focus. Anyway, this is the stand. This is one of them. It has a little off lip here to the side. And this is the... Oh, fell over. It's dying on me. And this is the other one. So I'm going to kind of... I got a motherboard here. I'm going to show you how these things actually work. Give me a second. I do see a quick one. What do we got? Cook 4015. Thank you very much for the US $5. I've got a 5950X, not mining with it. What's the best coin to mine currently? I'm working on a profit test right now, but I would throw it on either Monero Ocean or Raptorium, and don't use Flock Pool if you mine Raptorium. So here is this motherboard. I'm just gonna get this stuff out of the way. Here, you can't really hear me. One right there. So it's almost like, so it's even holding up without even being screwed in, but you can screw it in right here. With my chair back so you guys kind of see. So you can see it's offset right there. And it goes to the side. And it, well, it's not lined up, obviously. That's supposed to be at the hole. So this should be over here. It does line up. It's 100% lined up. I just, quickly threw it together. And then the other top part actually will screw in right here. And the same thing on the other side. And now, because they're standing vertically and we have the weight of the cooler down here, they're nice and, nice thick and everything. Now I can potentially kind of stack them in a taper, like a V mode or something. And instead of fitting 3 flat, like I have that one right there on my shelves, there's 3 flat. I could potentially fit maybe 6 on a shelf, depending how close I get them together, depending on heat, and taper them like a V. Or I could even spell stuff out or put RabidMining mixed in CPUs. I'm gonna need a lot more CPUs and motherboards for that. So Gigabyte or someone, if you're watching, need a lot of motherboards. AMD need a lot of CPUs. But yeah, this is going to be the new way I think I'm going to do it once I get all the testing and stuff done. And I think this is going to work great. Let me know. What do you guys think how this is going to play out? You think this looks pretty good or something else? Oh, remember, I'm going to be using server power supply. So a single server power supply will be on the shelf underneath with the wires coming up on their back. So I don't have ATX power supplies, rolling to all these. It's all done through a single. So I can fit like 6 or 7 of these on a single 1200 watt server PSU. So that saves up on a lot of space as well. So, stay tuned. Once I get everything ready to roll, obviously I'll be making the video on it, but I think, this is going to be an optimal setup when it comes down to it. Like, look at that. It's going to be pretty sweet. And these are definitely a lot better than the ones I showed you on Thingsverse. And depending on Kia Enigma, what he wants to do, maybe I could throw these up on my store or something after I actually fully test these to see how they work. And we could potentially, get this out to the community. We'll see what happens. I got to talk to him about his design and stuff. But yeah, 100%. I'm liking the way these things are coming together right now. Turn this off. Boom. All right. Uh-oh, it froze. I turned it off. Get off there. There we go. Back to there. Ouch. All right. That's that. So what's going on in chat? What do you guys think about this? Thank you, sir. No problem. Rabid, can you please help? I'm having a hard time understanding how you overclock my GPUs for dual mining with LOLMINER. The documentation is awful. Take a look at that in a minute. The PSU fit behind it. Cool. Yeah, you can get a PSU to fit behind it too as well if you really want to. Like I said, I probably won't be utilizing that, but we'll see what happens. Is it true that you can't fully overclock your GPUs in the batch file of LOLMINER like T-Rex or Gminer? Are you referring to absolute core clocks and everything in LOLMINER? I'm not sure. I'd have to look into it, but I think LOLMINER supports locked core clocks and memories, which means you should be able to overclock it in the batch file. I haven't really tried it. Like I said, it's been a slow week. I know we got Ethereum and Lithium. Is that what it's called? The Lithium. It's popping out there, and we got the dual mining with TON and all these things. So I do plan on testing all this stuff. Obviously, there's a lot of how to mine videos already out there, but I'm going to do one anyway. And then I'm going to be doing some GPU tests and stuff. I haven't looked at any of this stuff. It's been a slow week for me. Like I said, the Olympics and family and everything that's going on. Been hanging out with them more. So once all this stuff is complete, it's going to start getting a lot more busy around here again. And I'll be trying to, deep dive into this stuff for you guys. I'm in Windows 10, by the way. Okay. Tony, you were wondering about, the LOLMINER thing. Yeah, I don't really know. Like I said, I think you can do it through the batch, but I haven't really looked into it. I don't use LOLMINER too often. And usually when I do it, I'm usually in hiveos. What do we got? I'm in Windows. Okay. Hello, I joined Discord, but after the verification, it's stuck at rules and welcome. Can't type at all. Hope it gets fixed. Pirate, did you do the CAPTCHA? You should have a DM with a CAPTCHA Do it on a desktop. I hear mobile has issues, and if it's not working or you don't have the CAPTCHA to fill out, then send me a message and I'll see what I can do for you. Is Tom mining poorly? LOL miners are having issues upkeeping connection. Wales Tom Pool. Yes, I believe. Are you referring to Wales Tom Pool, Nicholas Clifford? It is recommended now after I already released the video on how to mine it. I use Wales Tom Pool, but it does sound like you need to change your pool. Changing your pool seems to fix that operation, but I'm not really sure yet. Linux 10 is better. Dual mining eth+ton. eth+ton is mining perfectly for me. No issues. Just get out of Wales Pool. I use Next Tom Pool. Yeah, there you go. Avas Joe Jaku Baskas. He just said what he said actually before what I said. Yeah, change your pool and hopefully that should fix you. It sounds like that is majority of the issue. Wales Tom Pool is nothing to do with LOLMINER. It is something to do with Wales Tom Pool, and they know they're having issues and they are working on the fix themselves for that. So we'll see what happens in the future. Have you stopped solo mining ETH now? No, I did not. I am still solo mining ETH, guys. So if you guys want to donate some hash power, go for it. Just kidding. Don't do it. But yeah, here I am solo mining Ethereum I dropped the percentage of luck. I was at 17%. Now I'm at 16. So yeah, here's my solo mining. I'm at 16%. So I've been 20 days or so now. I've been solo mining Ethereum, I guess. So almost 3 weeks. No block yet. But remember, mining to a pool with 1 gigahash is under half an Ethereum per month. It's like 0.45 or 0.42042 or something. I don't even know. So it'd take me over 4 months to mine 2 Ethereum, which is about what a block reward is, 1.9. It says right here. What is it? Where's the block reward? 1.97 ETH plus tax fee plus MEP. Just say about 2. The average block is around 2 to 2.2 or whatever. So it would take me like 4.5 months, 4.25 months or something, to mine the same amount as a block. So I'm going to mine this for at least 4 months, I guess. That's pretty much the end of Ethereum mining. About 5 months away unless it's extended. So if I hit a block, I could potentially have the chance of being more profitable in the last end game of Ethereum mining, where if I don't hit a block, then I just waste the last 4 months. So I'm going in. Like I said, I'm going in all or nothing. I'm hoping to hit that block. And if I do, hey, I have the chance of hit a 2 ETH block. Nice. And if I hit it early, I'll go right back to the pool because I'm not going to hit another block again. You never know. I might. Maybe I'll keep going. I'm just kidding. Probably go back to a pool again. But if I don't, nothing. And if I hit a big block, I have the chance of potentially snagging, 300, 400, 500, 600 Ethereum from smashing out that block. I'm going all in or all nothing. So I have the chance of making it big, or I have the chance of coming out complete failure. Most likely it'll be a failure because I don't recommend solo mining, but I'm still doing it. Have you stuck? Hey, we went through that. I'm using LOL and NiceHash and ETCH inside BetterHash. I've never used BetterHash. Curious about that. That's why you buy the newest ones. They have tons of unlocked features. Plus ETH on my RTX. What is this? I need to figure out how to. Benoit so clock so much. Okay, I hit a ETH block this week. What? I wasn't solo mining, but that first block took me 5.5 months. I have less than 0.5 gigahash. So, oh, nice. Yeah, actually, if I go back, we can go back to, because usually I mine on FlexPool. So if we have a look here, we'll go to FlexPool here, and blocks I previously hit. I hit 2 blocks 3 months ago, 10 months ago. So around, I guess, 7 months to hit a block. When I first started, actually, this is within the course of a year. So it took me like 2.5 months, 3 months to hit this first block, and then 7 months to hit the next block. And now I'm 3 months ago. Is that right? It's been 3 months since I hit the block, not since I did that. Yeah, and then I was mining for a while. So I'm about 1 month in. So base it on stats. I am within the 4 to 5 more months to hit that block by the time of Ethereum mining, stats wise. Now remember, the hash rate is constantly coming up on Ethereum here. So like, what are we at now? Over 996 terahash, but still, that's a lot of hash rate here. And we'll see what happens. You know what? Like I said, it's a gamble. May happen, may not happen. How do you like your chances against hash renters on 2 miners? That's the max difficulty share you submitted. What's the max? I'm not sure what my max difficulty share submitted is. I'm not sure, but really it comes down to it. It doesn't really matter. You could have a single GPU. sending out, you can have like an old 470 4 GB card. You can mine with 4 GB cards. I did the video. You're only getting like 14 mega hash, 12, 13 mega hash, but you can still mine 4 GB cards. But in sense, this is how solo mining works. You know, it's all about profitabilities and everything. And if I took a single 4 GB, it's how exact same way those Bitcoin miners, those USB sticks, hit those Bitcoin blocks. Every time you send a share, you have the chance of finding the share that unlocks that block. So every share sent is the chance of finding the block share. So all you need to do is send one share a day, one share an hour, one share a month. You have the chance of finding a block. So really, you could mining farm could come in. Obviously, they have a higher chance sending in thousands of shares a minute or something, right? Against, you know, someone that's sending one share a month. But any share sent has the potential of finding, you know, enough zeros at the end of that block reward share found to unlock that block. So it's a probability game. You're playing it. Every time you send it out, it's a lottery ticket constantly. And you know what? One day I may hit that block. The other day I may not find that block. It's just doesn't, it's just a probability thing, or probability, not profitability, probability thing. Discord works now. Oh, Z Pirate, what was wrong? How's it working for you all of a sudden? Let me know, because a lot of people seem to be having issues with the captcha not showing up or something, or they just can't find it. So let me know what you did and what fixed it so I can let people know. That tells how close you've gotten to find a block. 10 minutes to complete a block. Oh, you know what? I'm not even sure. Let's see if we can look into my shares sent. Where's it? It doesn't say your share difficulty here, does it? On their actual website. Probably have to look at my miners or what? Last share was this one. Minute ago, hour ago, minute, 2 minutes ago. Whoa, that's taking a long time. Usually this rig sends a lot away. Okay, let's go to hiveos. Go to hiveos. See what's going on here. hiveos. Go into here. And I guess we're going to OCTOMINER 1. Boom. Yes, advance. Proceed. Open her up. Miner. Okay, where's my shares? Small. This one. Kind of see. Does it say share difficulty? Difficulty 17.45. 17.45. So what is that number? 17.45 on those ones. Let's try the other rig. Where's OCTOMINER AMD? AMD OCTOMINER 2 is 28.11. So 28.11 and 17.45. So those are my shares that I'm sending right now. I have two 1070s. Imagine if you just start solo mining and hit a block. Not only lucky, but fast also. That would be absolutely amazing. Just turn it on. And it has happened to some people. You fire it on, you know, within an hour. Bam, block. See you later. Back on the pool. If only it was that easy. You're saying not to mine RTM on Flockpool? If no, then where? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Do not mine Raptorium on Flockpool. 100% don't do that. That is bad. It's not bad. Flockpool is a great pool. Like, I'm not trying to diss Flockpool or anything. The only thing I'm dissing, it has way too much hash rate. Let's just go to Raptorium mining pool stats. Here we go. So let's have a look here. Look at this. 75, it's harder to see. I know you guys are smaller, but 75.1% of the known hash rate is sitting on this pool. As we know, in most proof of work chains, 51% or over of the hash rate could potentially attack it. Whether Flockpool will do that, most likely they won't. But, you know, the potential is there. Outside eyes looking in, they'll look at this, be like, oh my gosh, this single pool has the majority of the hash rate. That's not very good. Yada, yada, yada. Yes, we have smart nodes and whatnot, but, you know, if they take over and someone takes over enough smart nodes as well as the pool percentage, they can attack the network. It can happen. It's not impossible. And when you say something's impossible, it just encourages people to do it more. Just say, look what, I did it. Now what? Anyway, it has the majority of the hash rate. It'd really be a better network if they were sitting at around 35 to 40%. Like, you want to see a nice strong network? Seriously, look at Ethereum. Massive amount of GPUs, massive amount of thing, you know, probably one of the other than Bitcoin, one of the safest networks out there. And why did I go to that? Ethereum mining pool stats. Like, look how this is nicely spread around. This is the way it should look. Like, yeah, 30%, 12%, 11%, 10%. Like, even if one pool has 30%, that's fine. That's okay. You know, obviously the perfect number would have like everything at like 18%, but that's not the case. But look at this, 30%, 12%, 11, 10. There's no chance anything could attack the network off wherever it's coming in from based on the hash rate and everything that's spread across here. Now you look at Raptorium, boom, 75%. These other pools, you know, they're not going to stop anything that's going on here. So it's just bad. So use rPlant, use Supernova. You know what? Use Monero Ocean, profit switch your CPUs and get paid out in XMR if you want. You know, use Minifaco, coin miners. Use any of these other pools. Just don't use Flock pool in general. We need to, oh, look at that. We already dropped it down a couple percent. Good. You guys are listening. Start shutting your rigs down. Switch those flight sheets. Different pools, guys. Now, don't use Flock pool. But yeah, in the end though, yeah, Flock pool is a great pool, 100%. Great UI, great everything. It's just that it has too much hash rate on it, and I would really like, and I'm sure a lot of you guys out there that, you know, really stand for Raptorium or enjoy it or, you know, plan on holding it for the long term. We need these numbers to come down. I think just outside eyes looking in, if we were more of a decentralized type of hash rates across here, it could bring more value into Raptorium as well. So just keep that in mind when looking for pools. I would never use the one that has over 50% of the hash rate in it. That tells you how close you got to find a block. I've taken 2 in the miner, Raheem. If you submitted a share that is over the network difficulty, you solved it. Oh, I need a share over the network. Oh my gosh, over the network difficulty. What's the network difficulty in Ethereum currently? Ethereum network difficulty. Yada yada. I don't like 2 miners. It's always behind. Difficulty chart. We're sitting at 12,872 terahash. Average difficulty 0.12. 12. Yeah, I don't know. Rabid, did you manage to get the threads set for CPU on Hive? No, I have not looked in the hiveos for setting the threads yet, but hopefully I'll get to that, you know, very, very soon. I was on Flock pool, went to rPlant. All right, Dennis, good job. You're awesome. rPlant is a good alternative. Yeah, actually, all those other pools are great alternatives. If you upgrade your L3 with hiveos, can you still use F2 pool? I don't want to use Hive, just want the firmware. Oh yeah, we're here to boycott Best Buy. Everyone, boycott Best Buy. Unless there's a drop tonight, then sorry guys, I gotta go stand in line. Speaking of that, I want to look Best Buy NVIDIA blog. Like, here's the Canadian version. That's one thing, like when I talk about stuff, I try to say USA or I try to say Canada. That way people know what I'm talking about. You read all this stuff here, whenever they talk about Best Buy, it's like, I don't know, no offense to anybody in the United States, but it's always like, whenever you talk about anything, it's always about what's going on there, nothing else. So someone will be reading and be like, oh, this is happening. Then, you know, they look up where they're from. They're like, hey, wait, we're not having that. It's not happening here. So I do try to diversify. That's why I say I believe in the States, USA, this is where the pay thing coming in. Because in Canada here, it is saying this article will be updated soon with details. Can you guys see this? Let me check my screen. Yeah, you can. With details soon of where, select store locations, and when we will offer a limited number of GeForce RTX 30 series graphics cards for in-store purchases. And then obviously that other articles came out. So Canadians, I believe Best Buy drops are still a thing. And in the USA, you're behind a paywall. So just to kind of clear that up on what I'm kind of gathering, looking around here. And the last update was December 8th. I've been waiting all month for this drop to happen because I don't know. I really want to get a 3080 Founders Edition so I can just do testing myself. But at the same time, with everything that's coming, I'm really leaning towards potentially 3070s maybe. 3070 would be a smarter option. But for a testing option, I do need a 3080 Founders Edition to test. I'm wondering what kilohash do you get on your 3900s and what overclocks undervoltage do you use? Well, I can run into that right quick for you. Right here, boom, all my hash rates will show you right here. Here they are. if it loads. hiveos is, there we go. So here you can see rig 1. So rig 1 all the way up to 8 are 3900X CPUs, which you can't really see right now. So rig 1 all the way up to 8, 3900X. Rig 9 and 10, they're 3950Xs. They're all at 3.6 at 1 volt. Now, depending on silicon lottery, you can get away with 0.95 to 0.97 volts. In your BIOS, you got to do the settings for hiveos. In Windows, you can use Ryzen Master. These are my hash rates currently on Raptorium, and it depends on the algorithm. Remember, right now I'm sitting at 2.2. You can see everything's pretty much the same. 2.26, 2.261, 2.264, 2.261, and 2.539. It was really funny because, like, legit, you can see between them, the hash rates are pretty much identical based on these settings. And rig 8 is sitting at 12.36 kilohash on AVN. Exact same settings, 3.6, 1 volt. Now look at rig 7 though. Another interesting thing, 2.248. And look at like rig, not rig 9, rig 8, all these. Let's do a refresh because it's down a little bit. Sometimes it's higher. All right, look how close they are. But this one is only one single stick of RAM. That is the one that you guys saw in the background earlier when I was kind of showcasing those stands and stuff. But that's a single stick of RAM. That saves you 50% on your whole builds mining Raptorium. AVN is the same way. You only need single sticks of RAM. Now, if you decide to go to like Haven, actually I never really tested Haven on a single stick, but XMR and stuff, 2 sticks of RAM is the better way to go. It does need that extra RAM, the dual channel memory for the better hash rates there. But yeah, single stick of RAM, Raptorium, and AVN, 100% just fine. You can see the difference now between the 3950Xs and the 3900Xs, where it's 2.264, 2.533. So very close, 2.5 to 2.2. So really, the extra price on these, you're really only getting maybe, what is that? 230 hash difference. Now remember, if we hit the high one, we can see as low on the 3900Xs as 1.2 kilohash or something, and we've hit as high as potentially 18 to 19 kilohash. So the Ghostwriter algorithm is really hard to dictate, but here's just some average hash rates across the board, and they all switch at the exact same time depending on the block found, so you can always compare what they're doing. And as for someone asked about Hivon firmware, yes, I believe you can mine to any pool you want using the Hivon firmware. It doesn't limit you to pools to use. It's just the way the firmware is that you're running it. I can't see Monero Ocean on your dashboard. On my dashboard? What do you mean? What do you mean you can't see Monero Ocean? I can't go into Monero Ocean and you'll see my number, so I can't go in it myself. But on here, Monero Ocean? Oh, Monero Ocean is on rig 3, which is in Windows. Rig 3 it's not running through hiveos right now. My Windows PC is running Monero Ocean currently. Change LA to 2. Raheem, no. Don't do that. I know. Changing our... Okay, let's run through this right quick. Adjust my screen here. So here, we can see this one. So I know there's people out there, you got LA of red, you don't like seeing that very often. Now, when CPU mining, having a higher load average, which means like 1 volt over each thread. So example, if this was sitting at 32.00, it would be white. Here you can see 23.95. There's a 3900X 12 core 24 thread CPU. We're sitting at 23.95. So if it was 24 or under, it'll be white, and anything above 24, it's going to be red. So you can see we're slightly above it on that, but that's just fine. We're CPU mining. Changing your load average, having a little higher load average is normal. Now, if you start seeing higher LAs, load averages on your GPU mining rigs here, then you potentially have issues. The miners aren't running right. You're using extra power. A whole bunch of other things could be going wrong. Now, if I was to go into here and just change my load average to 2, yes, this makes everything all nice and white, clean, no problem. Now, instead of being the 24 being my limit here, it'd be 48. And on the 32, it'd be 64, right? On the 3950X, it'd be 64 now and that. But now if I have an issue going on here, if my LA starts going higher on my GPU mining rigs, I'm not really going to notice. Yes, you'll see it. There's going to be a 1 or something here. It's going to be slightly higher, but you're not going to notice it. You'll just be looking at it. You'll see white and it's not in the corner of your eye. So I still keep my load averages at 1. That way, if I ever see red happening on my GPU miner rigs, because that does change it for everything, If I ever see red happening over here, I know I have an issue I got to look into. So I do not recommend adjusting your load average so that it does keep that safety margin for you to see what's going on your GPU mining rigs. Having a high LA average on your CPU mining rigs, or if you're mining on a GPU mining with your CPU, is fine. That's 100% normal. It's going to happen because you are using more power throughout your CPU for the purpose of mining. So that's why I keep it this way. The red doesn't bother me, and it keeps a nice safety in there for my GPU mining rigs. Does that make sense? Yeah. All Raptorium mined with XM rig. Yes, all my Raptorium is being mined with XM rig. I do find that to be, I did a test a while back, video somewhere, I don't even know what it's called. But yeah, I tested CPU miner GR versus XM rig, and XM rig, at least for Ryzen CPUs, is the way better miner. You have a lower dev fee and it mines you more coins. There's no tuning process and you get a higher hash rate all in one. It's just overall the better miner to use. So did you 3900X tuned in hiveos for RPM or RPM, Red Panda Mining, RTM? They're tuned in the BIOS. I don't have any tuning. There's no tuning. It's straight XM rig. There's no tuning process for XM rig. You just hit the go button and you start mining. There's no 4-hour tune like you do have to do with CPU miner GR. But if you have a rig that CPU and GPU mines, is it really okay to have a high LA? Yes, it's still okay because you're utilizing extra power on that CPU for the purpose of mining. So even if you had a GPU or no GPU, if you have a high LA, then yes, it's totally normal. Now, if you're doing both, you may want to, you can adjust that slightly higher. So like example, you can go 1.1 or something instead of, putting it to 2. Then that may up it a little bit. That way you could see a potential red on your GPU mining rigs. But that's only if you're mining with everything with mixed rigs, CPU and GPU, because then it's going to take a lot more for that LA to kick in on just a straight GPU rig. Get rid of your GPUs. Get rid of my GPUs. Yeah, I'll just run a totally separate farm and operate that operation or dealio. Where can I find those instructions to tune 3900X on hiveos? I do have a video about, you do it all in the BIOS. So I do have a video on tuning it, your BIOS for CPU mining somewhere here, but I'll have to find it later on. Sorry, but I do have it. And like I said, I plan on getting that stream or dealio capture card, or depending what's going on. I'm not sure if I got DM'd yet in Discord about the other one, but when I get a capture card in, I will be redoing those motherboard type of videos and stuff. That way, I can get a better quality of recording the actual BIOS instead of having my camera on a tripod that loses focus all the time on a monitor. How's your day? Sup? What's going on, everyone? Where'd you put that? Do you exhaust it? Use for some aquarium? What? Where do you put heat? Do you exhaust it for use for some aquarium? Where do I put heat? I don't put heat anywhere. If it gets a little chilly downstairs, I close the windows and let it warm up a bit. And if it starts getting too hot, I open the windows a little bit and it keeps it cool. My basement where I do have my mining rigs, it's really airtight. So if I come to where I am right now in this room and I crack the window, then I go where my rigs are and I crack the window, like my basement is like a wind tunnel. It transfers the air probably just as faster, especially if it's a windy day outside. Oh, it's way better than any like 1000 CFM type of big fan you could put in here. It's literally a wind tunnel. It'll blow you over. Like I get that much airflow rolling through my house. So it's a really nice, my house is set up really nice airtight, ready to roll. Crack some windows. Like it blew over a chair once when it was windy, a stormy day outside. I opened the door with the windows open by my rigs and it literally blew over a chair upstairs because of the airflow coming in on the airtight, just straight wind tunnel. So I have a nice natural airflow going throughout my house. The house is fairly new though, so that could be why it's not really leaks and cracky. So we'll see, but it works really good. I use natural anything when I can because, anything extra you get for your rigs, whether it's liquid cooling or, bigger fans, you're using extra power at that point. You're using, extra cost to everything. So I try to go as cheap as possible. Obviously, you guys know that. I say that all the time. As cheap as you can possibly get. ROIs are faster. less on the electricity bill. You know, keep all the costs that you possibly can down. If you can find a natural way to heat or cool something, then, you know, that's, you know, the better way to go instead of buying something to do it for you. So that's just me. So maybe you can work something else in your own house that could do the same type of thing as well. Okay, what's going on? I got to check the other platform. It's been a while. Red Putz, what's going on over here? Dark Knight. Dark Knight says he loves pickled herring. Nice, nice. Dark Love loves it. Hey, I want to see if this still works. Do I have... oh, I don't know where it is. Web read? No. No. Intro. Octocode. Oh, yeah, I never put this up. I do have codes for stuff. I always forget about... Oh, it's all wrong size. So I do have codes here for certain things, as you guys can see. I need to adjust it if I can find the right clicker. There we go. Boom. So code RabidMining does grant $25 off OCTOMINER, 10% off GPURisers.com as well as GPURisers.uk. And if you guys do use nerdgears.com once in a while for PDU systems or anything, also grant 2% off. So that same code works on all these various websites. Nice. Point that out there. I always forget about telling people about that. We got Red Putz, but I do have a thing here so you guys can see other chats, but I don't know where the button is for that. Links. Oh, is this it? Chat. Kind of. You guys can see each other talk. See that? Somebody talk in other platforms. There you go. You can see you guys talk to each other. Now you guys can yell and get mad at each other and have your own type of operation wars type of thing. But I got to fix that. Uh-oh, I hit the wrong button. I got to fix that. I want to make that chat more transparent. That way I can have it on then. Then you guys can, you know, fight with each other, argue, do whatever you guys want to do. And it'll be kind of fun at times, right? What are you doing over there? No, what are you doing over there? Ah, you suck. No, you guys suck over there, you know? Fun stuff like that. Team, yeah. This team versus that team will be awesome. But I want to make my chat transparent. I haven't done the back coding stuff for that yet, so I can implement both chats with a transparent background, because right now it kind of just hogs up the space and it's a lot harder. So I do plan on doing that, and then it'll be a lot more fun. We can yell at each other back and forth. Don't you think? We have a game. I'm going to say, hey, half of you guys go to this platform, half of you guys go to that platform, and I'm going to have contests. And you know what? Whoever has the most activity on the other one of yelling back and forth at each other might win like 1,000 Raptorium or something. That'd be a fun game, don't you think? Be sure to join the other platform so we can divide you guys up into teams. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, some of you guys that don't know about it, let me find it. Uh-oh, I can't find it. Can't find it. Get you guys a link out there. There we go. Get you guys a link out there. Copy. There we go. Yeah. Exit. Down. There we go. There you go. Join up on the other one too, if you're not already there. Need more. More. They're going to have battles. Epic battles. Oh, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Do we have any questions, guys? Do you guys have any questions for me? I don't know what's happening. What do we got? We haven't looked at our block rewards yet. Let's take a look at the old Ethereum block rewards. Go to this one. Yes. So yeah, like I said, 2, 2, 2, 2.2, 2.1, 2, 2.1 average. Yeah. So block reward is about 2. So which would take me like 4.25 months to actually do on a pool with 1 gigahash. So I'm still sitting safe. I know it's kind of a pain. I want to go in and I want like, oh, I got to start mining on the pool because like I said, I use my crypto for purchasing stuff for the channel. That's the only way I can fund it. So GPUs that'll, you know, that stream ordealio there, capture card, CPUs, whatever. I use my crypto and I'm not mining Ethereum or anything right now. So unless I hit a block, well, I'm mining Ethereum, but I haven't hit any blocks and I'm not getting anything until I do hit a block. So, you know, my funds are drastically down. So I can't really just go out and order stuff until that happens. So I'm like, oh, should I go in a pool? You know, that's still an extra, you know, X amount every couple of weeks until my payout. And then, you know, I can get stuff for the channel and keep making more and more cool videos on new stuff. But right now that's all on the back pedal trying to do the solo mining thing. What am I trying to get next outside of a Threadripper? You know what? Maybe A2000s and then, oh, I want to build a server PC. That's right. I keep forgetting about that and I don't know what to do. When it comes to the server PC, I'm thinking about, you know, some type of cheaper used, maybe a couple-year-old type of stuff, but maybe a dual Exxon type of CPU or server thing. I don't know. I want to build a server type of case though, so I can run. Well, obviously I'm going to put my chia farming on there so I can get rig 3 into hiveos. You can farm on hiveos allegedly, but I don't really want to do that. I want to just have rig 3 doing its own CPU thing in hiveos. I'm going to want to build a server grade, that way I can potentially run nodes. I can play around with that type of stuff. Yeah, so I want a server type of PC built that I can run nodes on. I believe, what is that? Yada coin to run your own pool and stuff. You got to kind of run it on your own node, so that'll help for that and showcasing that. So that's probably one of the things is on my list. I want to build a server computer so I can run, like I said, nodes and everything. So I keep repeating myself over and over. So that, but it has all sorts of other uses. I just can't think of them at the top of my head. But so Threadripper, server type of thing. What else is there? I guess A2000s, potentially mining specific CMP cards, depending on how good they perform. Maybe, you know, a couple of those so I can test. I don't know. There's a lot of things I want. An NVIDIA, or not NVIDIA, an Intel's GPU. I got a hold of someone at Intel. I talked to them and they said they confirmed with me over email there is no LHR, no hash rate type of limiting, even though all the blogs, yes, they already confirmed this, but straight from Intel, they told me in an email, there is not going to be Intel, or LHR, nothing's limited, but they're not allowing, they're not trying to promote crypto mining in any way for their GPUs. Yes, they're making their ASIC miner and stuff. That's a totally different discussion on its own. But their GPU side, they don't want to promote any type of crypto due to a, you know, upfront publicity type of thing. This is what they're telling me. So they don't want to promote that. It's strictly mainly for gamers and stuff like this. That it's its main implementation, and they don't want to promote. They don't want to hand out GPUs or anything like that in terms of crypto promotion. So I was really sad by that, but I was talking to someone at Intel, and I got pumped for that. So I do got a contact at Intel now, so that's very, very cool. We'll see what happens about their ASIC miner. They did say it is a ways away still. It's going to be some time till that happens. It's not in any type of production or anything yet, but they're working on it and it's coming. So, you know, there's the latest info I got on their ASIC miner as well. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, so yeah, I want to get an Intel GPU anyway. What else do I want? All sorts of things. Obviously, I would love to get my hands on an L7, potentially a KD6, maybe even a KD5 or a KD box. Any Cardano miner in general would be absolutely amazing. These are some of my go-tos. I do believe the future after Ethereum, in terms of profitability, could be, you know, ASICs, these L7s, these Cardano miners, CPUs obviously as well, could be the most profitable way to mine. Again, we won't know until moving forward and what happens with all the GPU coins, but I really do think GPUs are going to be coming down in terms of profitability, and the majority of miners, they're out there for, you know, the fiat value of the coins, and that's why I think we're going to lose a lot of hash rate on the GPU mining side of people over, you know, ASICs and stuff, because the fiat value is going to be, it's going to continue to stay upwards on pretty high. Will they ship ASIC miners? Will Intel ship them? Yes, they are going to. Yeah, they're going to be done. Intel ASIC will be coming soon. I can't remember the Bonanza chip. Is that what it's called? I'll just take a look. Intel Bonanza chip. I believe it's a Bitcoin Bonanza. Intel announces Bitcoin mining alternative. Bonanza chip mining. Yeah, right here. It's the Bonanza chip that they're made. Has officially entered crypto mining business. So yeah, if some of you guys are unaware about this, I did drop a news article a few weeks back about this happening. But yes, Intel is going to be making Bitcoin ASIC miners. And, you know, that's good for a couple ways. I know a lot of people don't like ASICs, or, you know, it's a lot harder with Bitcoin. You need cheap power. But for a lot of people out there, having a USA based, everything's usually coming from China, Bitmain, stuff like that. So shipping fees and everything is expensive. So having something like this actually built in like North America could drop prices just on shipping prices type of things in theory. Again, who knows what's going on. But yeah, Intel is making ASIC miners. So they're starting off with their Bitcoin one. Who knows if they move to other algorithms after that? It'll probably depend how this happens. But that's another shift. You know, mining is coming here. These big companies doing that is just another look at how mainstream later in the future this stuff could become. will they ship ASIC miners? Yeah, they're gonna, once they're made, they're gonna be shipped. Obviously, I'm gonna try and stay in contact with this guy as long as possible and get all the latest information on this stuff for you guys. But as I know right now, it's still a long ways away. You know what? I could probably actually I can't. Look at Supermicro XD servers and similar boards for dual Exxons. Tony Topanga, DM me that or something in Discord so I don't forget about it. Send me links to some decent, cheaper type of dual Exxon. You know, something that'll run a nice server. Will, you know, be able to handle these nodes and stuff. I don't want nothing new, brand new. Older type of dual Exxons will work just fine for this. And it's also something when I put it together, I don't want to be, you know, like, how well does this mine? I'm going to mine on this CPU instead of using it for a server. That's why I want to go with like Intel Exxons or Xeons or something. Although I think they do pretty good on Veruscoin, so I may be tempted. But when it comes to Raptorium and stuff like that, the Intel CPUs usually aren't that great. That's why I want to go Intel when it comes to the servers, and anything AMD, it literally will just be mining away like crazy. So if I got Epic CPUs for my server case, it's not going to be used as a server. I'm going to be mining on that thing 24/7. So yeah, getting AMD for a server, it's not worth it in my books. I got to go Intel, so I'm not tempted to mine on it. No, you can't get in the Discord for some reason. Send me a DM in the Discord and we'll see what happens. If you guys aren't in the Discord, you know, the link is in the description. Be sure to smash it. Hit it. Do you want to run a server? Oh, why do you want to run a server? I want a server case because there's multiple things, and moving forward, there's a lot of things coming out in crypto in general where it's nice to have your own server to set up to run like a node. Obviously, if you're going to run like a straight node, full node on Raptorium, you'd want to rent like a VPN or something, or not VPN, VPM. Same thing for probably Flux and stuff. You'd want to rent one of those nodes, but you can perfectly do that at home as well. Or Yatacoin, for example, if you want to run your own pool to test solo mining and stuff, there's certain things where you do in order to solo mine in it, you do have to have your own pool set up on your own type of server. So that is where things come in. Yatacoin is one of those where I want that so I can test solo mining it and see how profitable is solo mining. So different reasons it has, you know, it might not have many uses. If it just sits there most of the time, that's fine. I can have it just farming chia and stuff in the background. And then when I need to run a solo a server to test out a pool or a solo on something, you know, I have that option to go to moving forward. Or when it comes to testing out, say, an Ethereum node, obviously I don't have 32eth, but you know, the possibilities and just the options are there for testing certain things out, having one. It's not Exxon, it's Xeon. Yeah, Xeon, Exxon, Xeon, something like that. I always say everything wrong, but it doesn't matter. Nodes usually only need SPC like a PI or Rocket PI. Do any of your referral links codes have ASICs in stock? I think I took some of mine off. There are a couple that do have ASICs in stock. You know what? Get a hold of me on Discord. I will run through stock listings of certain ASICs, and I'll try to find you a link to something. I did pull some of them off, and I put them back on, and I take them off. So I don't even know which ASIC company is currently sitting in the description right now, if there even is one right now. You need 10K Flux minimum to run a Flux node. That is true, 10K. It's dropping, though. Flux is dropping down to 1K soon, which is why another reason a lot of people are trying to jump on the Flux game to get that 1,000 Flux in order to start throwing stuff in the nodes, because Flux is reducing their node capacity to 1,000, I believe, sometime in the near future. But yes, right now it's currently sitting at 10K minimum. Oh, Tex, Sinji, what are you doing? What's going on here? Fishes for everybody. Hope you guys like fish. Shinji just rolled in. What's going on, Tech? What's happening? What are you doing? Yeah, Tex gets everyone text Shinji. Everyone say hi to Tex Sinji. Everyone add him right now. At Tex Sinji. Do it. Everyone do that. Let's see how many at Tex Sinjis we can get. Oh, nice. Nobody's doing it. Okay, fine. Never mind. Fine. Don't do it. See if it matters. What are we going to look at? So we're done with Best Buy helping out scalpers. We don't really care about Ethereum's Glacier Arrow because it's old, and I don't know why people think it's new. Yeah, that's about it. Intel has its Bitcoin miner. Very good. Good stuff. We covered almost everything. We have questions now. Yeah, there we go. There's the @text. @text. Everyone go. More. Hey, Ray Ramirez. What's happening? Is that a pirate? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Tech Shinji. He's not saying anything. Oh, look at the celebrity rolls in. Tech Shinji rolls in. Mr. Liquid Cooling Master. He knows it. That's Mr. Liquid Cooling right there. You know what? Let's find. Ouch. Actually, I can't find it. Everything's on that other screen on the other computer. Oh, no. Laptop LHR locked. I don't know. Are laptops locked? I don't think they are, actually. I think the laptops are non-LHR, which leads to the other question. People are trying to figure out how laptop sales are going through them. Yeah, I find that hilarious. If you looked at, what is it? Oh, what is it? NVIDIA and all these people, they're pumping up their laptops because, like, yeah, laptop sales have increased. They've skyrocketed. They've done this. They've done that. I don't think they're LHR. And there have been a lot of different mining farms, you know, that were rated, I guess, full of laptop farms. So obviously that is why your laptop sales have gone through the roof. I don't know if it really has anything to do with mobile on the go gaming and businesses and stuff like that. Like the PR people keep telling you, we know what's really behind all that. The miners are buying these things all up because they have good hash rates. They have decent efficiencies. They run fairly cool for what they're doing compared to older laptops. So yes, laptop sales definitely go up for the purpose of mining crypto. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on there. Again, anything that PR companies tell you, obviously it's the opposite. Even the 3070 Ti, even their Ti's and 80 are non-LHR. Crazy. See, look at that. You want to mine crypto? Go get yourself a laptop. It's not worth the extra money to mine on. Not worth it? Okay. Techman TV. Tech Shinji. Threadripper Fund. Nice. Thank you very much for the $5. Threadripper Fund is on the way. Oh, I got it. Threadripper Fund. 3970X. Oh, I just love this thing. Let's take a look at it. 3970X. Boom. 3rd gen, yada. No Amazon. We're just specs, guys. Specs. Yes, there's better Threadrippers out there, but I really do think this is the Threadripper with, oh, look at that. That's the cooler I want too. Look at that. AMD Ryzen Threadripper. Like, even says it right on it. Is that just, if I get a Threadripper, that's the cooler going on that thing because it just looks cool. Even though it doesn't cool as good as the other coolers you can get for it, it just plays the part well. You DM me. If you can't get in, DM me. Yeah, just send me a DM. Rabid Mining. DM. Help. I can't get in. Help. Do that. But where's the specs on this thing? Oh, here we go. So, yeah. So, 32 cores, 64 threads, 280 DDP. Where's the L3 cache? Where are you? What was not staying? Oh, man. Now I'm blind. I'm pretty sure it's 128. Yeah, right here. 128 megabytes. That means there's enough L3 cache to fully utilize all 64 threads on Raptorium. 2 megabytes per thread. Nice. That's awesome. I want that. If we go to mine Raptorium for some quick... Actually, this is the other thing here I try to bring up. It has a boost clock of up to 4.5. As a CPU miner in general, we do not care about the boost clock. The boost clock is not what we want. You start running into your boost clock, that is when you're going to be overclocking and using way too much power. It's not efficient. The base clock is what matters when looking for a CPU. First things I look at when it comes to a CPU for CPU mining is 1, what is the base clock speed? And 2, how much L3 cache does it have? Does it support enough L3 cache to support all the threads of the CPU? This case, yes. 2 threads here, 128 megabytes. We can fully utilize that on Raptorium. Good CPU. If this is Intel, something like this would probably still only sitting at like 30 megabytes, 40 megabytes of L3 cache, even on something with this many cores and threads. Intel is horrible when it comes to putting L3 cache. Even on the Raptor Lake that's coming out next year, don't get them for CPU mining. They're going to be horrible. Specs are not what they're supposed to, specs don't look good. So second, I look at this base clock, 3.7. Nice. Now this is the big factor I come into play over something like the 3990X, which is, a massive 60 core, 128 thread monster, which we'll take a look at that right quick here. 3990X CPU specs. Now look at this. So yeah, here we can see right out the get-go. 2.9. It's only 2.9 and the boost is 4.3 gigahertz. So you're not going to be able to boost that many threads up to, you know, the certain speed. And that which brings me to the numbers of MineRaptorium. And you can see how, now this is fairly close. It's not 100%. For EMH, thank you very much for the €4.99 at TechBadTV. I see you and raise you. TR Fun, do a node for RTM at RabidMining. I would love to have a full node running, but that's 1.5 million Raptorium, guys. I need to get all these Threadrippers rolling first. So we can buy ourselves that up. But can you guys see this right now? I got to adjust my screen. So let's take a look at this now. Look at the 3990X in terms of profitability right here. Boom. So 10,138 hashes. This is 64 threads. So let's just divide that. 64 cores. We're going to divide that by, what am I going to divide it by? 16. So it is 4. This is the equivalent of 4 5950X or 3950X CPUs. So a 3990X, 10,000 hashes. So if we push in 4, look at that. We're at 16,000 hashes. And it is cheaper to build the 4 5950X CPUs. Because of that, and it's all because of that core speed. The core speed is so much lower than these. Now remember, the 5950Xs, I think they're 3.7 as well. The 3900X core speed, that's actually a little bit higher. They're at 3.8 on the 3900X and the 3950X, where the 5000 series 5900 and the 5950X is at 3.7. So it's one gigahertz less than the other ones. Or I guess it'd be 100 hertz less, if that makes sense. Thank you very much, Fundwiser, for the $10 Canadian donation there. Thank you very much. Threadripper Fund all the way. But here we got 16.9. Now, let's take a look at the 3970X. It is doing 8.5 kilohash. Now this, like I said, it's a 32 core, so it's two 5950Xs. But see, 8.5 kilohash, we put in 2 of these, 8.4. So we're actually getting a little bit more performance. Again, 2 5950Xs is going to be cheaper than your single build for the 3970X. Where we may see beneficials here, the 3970X may be slightly more efficient, but in my terms also, for me, when it comes to rendering videos and stuff, I can justify that as well as, you know, rendering out them videos and stuff, you know, much faster than my single 5950X or something. And on top of it, I'm getting a lot more hash rate in return as well at maybe some more efficiency. So when it comes to the Threadripper side of things, I really do put the 3970X in the best price to performance range of the Threadrippers over all the other ones, because it does get, you know, a decent amount, and it's all comes down to its clock speed right here. It is running at 3.7, where we saw the big bad boy. Now, if they got I believe the Pro versions they're more expensive and they are a little faster. They're still not quite up to par, but you know, we'll have to see what happens. Now, there are new Threadrippers coming out, new Pro series, may be doing even better than these. So we'll have to wait for them, but these are the first things I look at. So just a quick sum up. Look at the amount of threads, divide that by 2, make sure you have enough L3 cache to fully support your CPU, and then check out the base clock. Make sure that base clock is on par. People that overclock your CPUs, that means going above your base clock, and that is when you start losing that hash to watt ratio. That's when you start running less efficient and you burn too much power than what it's worth, which is why I never go above, you know, whatever your base clock of your CPU is. I'm currently above this right now because I am running 3.8 on my workstation when I should only be running 3.7 in theory. But yeah, that's just a quick sum up of, you know, maybe how to check out CPUs if you're looking for them or something. If that makes any sense to you guys at all. If you can find it. What about the old 1920? Old 1920X, horrible. The 5003 and 5000 series, they're better CPUs. Let's take a look at this. And I'll show you what's going on here. Yeah, the 19 series Threadrippers, bad. So 1920X Threadripper specs. So what do we got here? Can you guys see this? Let's jump into this. Oh, Threadripper blah 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 video. So what do we got here? We got 12 core, 24 thread. So this is the same as a 3900X right off the get-go, specs wise. I think they're cheaper though, actually. 3.5, so operating at 3.5, so it is slower as in terms of base clock. But where's the L3 cache? That's where we could really tell how well it's gonna do. More details, no. Show more. See, it only has 32 megabytes of L3 cache. So, and remember, the 3900X has 64, has over double. So in theory, this thing at 32 divided by 2, we can only utilize 16 threads. So this is 24 threads. We're only going to be utilizing 16 of those threads while mining Raptorium. We're not even going to fully utilize this Threadripper CPU, this 1920X. Don't get it. It's bad. And if you're talking about, say, a coin like Haven, that requires 24 megabytes of L3 cache, or 4 megabytes of L3 cache per thread there. So we can only utilize 8 threads on this CPU mining Haven, where on 3900, 3950, 5900, and 5950X CPUs with 64 megabytes of L3 cache, all those CPUs, we utilize 16 threads, which is by moving forward into the end of this year, if we could fully utilize all 24 or 32 threads on those new gen CPUs, Haven is going to become a very profitable CPU mining coin. So there's that. Stingy38 Knock, thank you again for the $50. Is there any possibility to see some homemade Canadian burgers on your stream? You want a homemade Canadian hamburger? You know what? Maybe. I'll see if I can. We'll see what happens. Oh, I think we're making hamburger soup today. I'll see what can happen. We'll see if we can get a hamburger for you. See what happens. It may be a possibility. Justin Palmer, rtm.send at Rabid10. Yeah, 710 Raptorium. Go, go, go. Am I missing something? I accepted the invite. I solved the CAPTCHA. I see only rules and welcome. I look at the people on the server on the right. I don't see anyone named. Okay, you know what? Tony Topanga. I'm going to write down your name. I will try to get, as soon as I'm done the live stream, I will try to see what's going on with you ASAP. So Tony, writing this down. Topanga. There we go. Tony Topanga. I'm probably saying that wrong. Oh, 4EMH again. 999 euros. TR Fund. Can we do this a competition? Fundvisor. Oh, you guys are insane. You guys are awesome. No, for real. You guys are awesome. 399X is only 5,000 US. I know, and it's like 6,600. Like, it's absolutely insane. It is. Oh, that's why I say the 39. That's why the 3970X in the Threadripper lineup currently is the best bang to your buck. Currently, how the 3900X I used to say is the best performance to price ratio, but now, you know, scalpers took it off. Currently, the 5900X is now the new performance to price ratio because it's cheaper than the 3000 series, which is absolutely insane. It doesn't make any sense. Scalpers, what are you guys even doing? I don't even know. You meant tomorrow instead of bacon. I'll see what happens. I'll see if we can get a hamburger made up for you. I can't guarantee that one either right now, but I'll see what I can do. And I'll try to find something. That's about what I can get one for eBay in the US used, like not including the cost of the Threadripper motherboard. Don't even want to know, just the CPU alone. Oh, the Threadripper motherboards. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, PC. Let's just go to PC Part Picker. They're $550 to $1,200 for a motherboard or something like that. That's Canadian. Let's go to my saved parts list here. Open up. Full, I guess we have to roll with. Or this one work? No. Oh, okay, we got to go with full. So here is my cheap CPU miner build. You can see right now, everything you can build a 5900X CPU for just under $1,100 Canadian. So that's still actually not too bad for, you know, this is everything. It's power supply, SSD, RAM, motherboard, and your CPU. Oh, you need a cooler for these ones. I got to add a cooler in here. That's another thing. I want to get a whole bunch of coolers in, anywhere from like the $30 range upwards to like $200 or something. Whole bunch of mixed coolers, because I do plan on doing a whole bunch of cooler testing in terms of CPU mining. And remember, the the cheaper your budget, it's also the most efficient build you're going to have. The more expensive you go on the parts means you're going to need those, but that's to overclock it. So those are other things to keep in mind as well. But here's the 5950X miner. You can build for about 1300. It's missing some RAM here. So you can build it for about elite. See, if you know gamer code and elite talk, there you go. You can build it for about elite, almost elite 50 Canadian. It's in elite. And the Ripper, like, oh my gosh. Here is the motherboards. Oh, the motherboard sold out again. But look at these motherboards. Cheapest price. Boom. $579 is the cheapest Gigabyte TRX 40 Aurorus Master right now. $580. Oh my gosh. At the ASRock TRX, $918. The Gigabyte TRX 40 Aurorus Stream, $1,632 Canadian. And everything else is just out of stock everywhere. They don't even have a price for them. Like $519, the cheapest you can find here. $551 for that one. This is the one I used to have in my list, but it's ran out. So what about this? The Extreme Alpha. I don't even know. What do they sell here? $1,100, $1,200. This is the MSRP prices of this thing. $1,200 for this motherboard. Like, these are extremely expensive, but they're also supposedly really heavy. They got like metal back plates and pretty insane. But I want one. My name on Discord is AKA Hushgoro. Okay, AKA Hushgoro. I better write that down now instead. AKA Hushgoro. I butchered your name. Sorry. 3970X, $2,600. Yeah, it's down in price. The 3970X is definitely down in price. That's why I really looked into it. And then Ethereum decides to crash. And now I'm waiting on my capture card. And I'm waiting on all this and all the motherboards. RAM. Oh my gosh. At 4EMH, curse you. Don't forget, I can ban your... Oh, settle down. Settle down, guys. Easy, easy. Thank you very much for the $20 donation, Fundwiser. Oh my gosh, you guys are insane. My throat is like disappearing. What is going on over here? I only remember my grandfather's cursing in Dutch. Oh, you suck. That platform for the win. Bring on the competition. You guys are already fighting on the other side. Awesome. Awesome. You guys are getting pumped. You guys are getting pumped. I got to get that chat fixed so you guys can bicker back and forth at each other. That'd be awesome too. So it's 6.7 year ROI on the 3970X at 2,600 USD. That's just the CPU, Magic Lucky. That's not even with the motherboard or anything. 2,600 is just the CPU by itself. Then you got an extra $1,000 there, and then you got a power supply, and then you need the RAM, and then you need the hard drives. Oh my gosh, it's an expensive rig, but I really want one. It's gonna be a beast, and it'll help out the workstation for rendering as well, on top of obviously CPU mining. When I do eventually get one in, I am gonna get one. It's a promise. I'm gonna get one sometime eventually, and obviously I'm gonna be testing hash rates like crazy. Before it even goes into the workstation, I'm going to have the power consumptions down. I'm going to be testing Raptorum. We're going to be testing Avian. We're going to be testing Monero. We're going to be testing pretty much every CPU mining coin there is out there, so I know how much power and everything it's using before it does go into the workstation for full mining and rendering workstation purposes. TechBad TV, look what I started. Yeah, look what you started. You guys are going absolutely insane over there, fighting all around and all this Threadripper funds. The Threadripper fund's cool though. Yeah, good point. Hence the Threadripper fund. Yeah, the Threadripper fund that seems to never end. Oh my gosh. Craziness going on. Freedom will soon end in Canada anyways. Oh, comment Mr. Canadian, no mention in support of the protests in Canada. I can't say anything about anything really. I'm on a centralized platform. That's all I can really say. I don't know. I don't know how to comment on that. No comment. No comment. That's the best comment, is no comment. Isn't it? Oh, crazy guys, crazy guys. What time is? Oh my gosh, we've been here for a while. Wow. All right. So I guess we're going to have to wrap this one up, guys. I will be back tomorrow, obviously, but I'll have to fix on these Discord issues first for you guys in there. So I will go through that right after this as well. I will be back live again tomorrow. So hopefully see all you guys here. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, bell notification, heart button, follow whatever platform you are watching on, do all that stuff. And I will see you guys on the next one. Rabid out.